Hello students, welcome to the class. So in the previous class, we have discussed about the synopsis on chemistry in everyday life, polymers, as well as environmental chemistry. We have seen in chemistry in everyday life how chemicals are being used as medicines, how they are used as food additives, how they are used as cleansing agents. And in polymers topic, we have discussed about so many things like we have seen what is actually polymerization, how this field of polymer chemistry has helped, or is it a boon or a curse. We have seen classification of polymerization based on various sources. Yes, based on different forms, we have seen classification of polymers. Apart from that, we have seen different examples of polymers, which might be addition, which might be condensation, and their uses in various forms. Yes, then we have discussed about the environmental chemistry, how the pollution in the environment, in the Earth's environment, the different layers are present in troposphere and in stratosphere, how the pollution is being caused, what are its effects, what are its causes, and what are the prevention methods. And last thing what we have seen was it was a green chemistry. Yeah, now let us start with the questions. Yes, the first question here: an antipyretic is option A is quinine, B is paracetamol, C is luminal, and D is piperazine. Yes, which is an antipyretic? Antipyretics, we know they are those chemical compounds, they are those drugs which are used for reducing the body temperature, which are used in bringing down, which are administered in bringing down the body temperature. So here, which is the correct option? The correct option is option B is the correct option. Paracetamol is an example for antipyretic. Second question: one of the most widely used drug in medicine, Iodex. See, Iodex is being used for relieving pain, right? Whenever you might have seen the advertisements for Iodex also. For relieving the pain, it is used as one of the component as a painkiller. In bringing down the body pain, where we use Iodex. So here, if you look at these options, option A is methyl salicylate, option B is ethyl salicylate, C is acetyl salicylic acid, and D is benzoic acid. In Iodex, methyl salicylate, this is a component for relieving pain. Yes, so this is used for relieving pain, hence used in Iodex. So methyl salicylate is used in Iodex, it is used for relieving pain. Yes, then moving to the next question: which of the following can possibly used as an analgesic without causing addiction? Option A is morphine, option B is acetyl, option B is N-acetyl para-aminophenyl, option C is diazepam, and option D is tetrahydrocatinol. So which of the following can possibly used as an analgesic without causing addiction? So in analgesics, we have seen two types of analgesics, right? One is narcotic and another one is non-narcotic. Yes, both are used in reducing the body pain, bringing down the skeletal pain and all. But here, in narcotic analgesics are those which cause addiction. That's the name, narcotic. Yes, they cause addiction. Non-narcotic are those which do not cause addiction. So they have asked which of the following can possibly be used as an analgesic without causing addiction and modification. Morphine, diazepam, and tetrahydrocatinol, they are all those analgesics which are causing addiction. So we can say they are narcotic analgesics. Whereas N-acetyl para-aminophenol is nothing but your paracetamol. It is your paracetamol. N-acetyl COCH3, para-aminophenol. Yes, this is N-acetyl para-aminophenol. This is nothing but your paracetamol. This is your paracetamol, and this is used. This is an analgesic which will relieve the body pain, skeletal pain. It will not cause any addiction or modification. Coming to the next one, aspirin is an acetylation product of. Yes, see how aspirin is prepared. The method of preparation of aspirin is we use salicylic acid. What is salicylic acid? COOH. This compound is called salicylic acid. Salicylic acid, when treated with salicylic acid, when treated with acetic acid, or you can take acetyl chloride, acetylation, yeah, acetyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3, what happens? OH, there is substitution, and you get benzene ring. COOH remains as it is, and here H plus goes out and gives us HCl gets eliminated, OCOCH3. So this is nothing but aspirin. This is what? Aspirin plus HCl comes out. So aspirin is acetylation product of which compound? It is acetylation product of salicylic acid. What is salicylic acid? Numbering comes like this, or you can call it as ortho position. So it is orthohydroxy benzoic acid. Orthohydroxy benzoic acid. So product option B is the correct option. So you should be knowing what is the common name as well as the IUPAC name. Yes. Moving to the next question. The drug given during hypertension. Hypertension is the one which comes under mental disabilities, right? And we have seen for hypertension and for depression, tranquilizers are being given. And for hypertension and depression, even in the synopsis itself, we have seen Equanil is the drug given. Yes, streptomycin and chloroxinol, what they are, this is antibiotic, this is a disinfectant, this is an antipyretic, whereas this is tranquilizer, which are given for mental disorders. This hypertension is a mental disorder, therefore the correct option is option C. Equanil is used for reducing depression and hypertension. Next question. Streptomycin, a well-known antibiotic, is a derivative of. Streptomycin is the derivative of carbohydrates. Please do remember it. It is a well-known antibiotic. It is the derivative of carbohydrates. Yes. Next question. Which of the following is used as an antiseptic? Yes. Antiseptic. See, we have seen under antiseptics, any compound under low concentration can be used as an antiseptic, and under high concentration, it can be used as a disinfectant. It can be used as an disinfectant. Yes. So here, which of the following? We have seen example of phenol. 0.2% solution of phenol is used as an antiseptic, whereas 1% solution of phenol is used as a disinfectant. So phenol can be used as antiseptic as well as disinfectant depending upon its concentrations. Next question. Drugs which help to reduce anxiety and brings about calmness. Drugs which reduce anxiety, that is nothing but anxiety, stress, fatigue, mental disorders, yes, are nothing but these are the these are, you can say, the disorders related to brain. Yes. So tranquilizers are being administered for this, right? Tranquilizers are being administered for this. So option A is the correct option. So what we can say here is tranquilizers reduce anxiety, they reduce stress, they reduce fatigue, and they bring about calmness. Next question. The use of chemicals for treatment of diseases is called. Treatment of diseases using chemicals is called chemotherapy. It is called chemotherapy. Next question. Barbituric acid and its derivatives are well known as. Barbituric acids, barbiturates. These are nothing but hypnotics. Hypnotics are administered only for mental disorders, and they are sleep inducing. So what are they? Barbituric acids and its derivatives are well known as tranquilizers. We have seen the examples also. They are well known as tranquilizers. Next question. 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid is used as 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. It is used as a fungicide. It is used as a fungicide. When we were discussing about the pesticides, in pesticides we have fungicides, herbicides, insecticides and all. So 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid is used as a fungicide. Arsenic drugs are mainly used in the treatment of, we have seen this, one of the arsenic drug, what example we have seen, the first antimicrobial developed was, the first antimicrobial developed, it was being developed by whom? It was being developed by Paul Ehrlich. Yes, this was the first antimicrobial developed, that was salvarsan. It was an arsenic drug and it is being used. Yes. Salvarsan. It is being used for the treatment of syphilis. I have told you, syphilis is nothing but a disorder, male reproductive system, male reproductive organ. I'm sorry, not system, male disease of male reproductive organ. Disease caused to male reproductive organ. So male reproductive organ disease is syphilis. For treatment of syphilis, the first antimicrobial developed was salvarsan. It is an arsenic drug. It is an arsenic drug. So it is used in the treatment of syphilis. Even one more anti-malarial we had seen, that was Prontosil, right? That was Prontosil. Next, phenol is used as an antiseptic or a disinfectant. It is used both as an antiseptic and a disinfectant. Yes. Next question. Amoxicillin is a semi-synthetic modification of, amoxicillin is an antibiotic. It is a semi-synthetic modification of penicillin. It is a semi-synthetic modification of a penicillin. All four are antibiotics only, but amoxicillin, it is obtained from penicillin. So we say it is a semi-synthetic modification of penicillin. Next question. Which of these is hypnotic? Which of these is hypnotic? Metaldehyde, acetaldehyde, paraldehyde, none of these. Option C is the correct option. Paraldehyde is a trimer of acetaldehyde. It is a trimer of acetaldehyde. Structure comes out something like the CH3, C double bond O, and then H here. So C, then again CH3, C, H double bond O. Then we have H, C, double bond O, CH3. Double bond O comes here, bond is created here. Yes, so this is paraldehyde. It is a trimer of acetaldehyde. This is used as hypnotic. That is barbiturates. It is used as an hypnotic. Next question. Tranquilizers are the substances used for the treatment of. Tranquilizers are used for the treatment of mental diseases. They are used for the treatment of mental diseases. Tranquilizers are the treatment used. Tranquilizers are used for the treatment of mental diseases. Yes. Hence, these are also known as psychotherapeutic drugs. Tranquilizers are also known as psychotherapeutic drugs. They are also known as psychotherapeutic drugs. So which is the correct option? Tranquilizers are the substances used for the treatment of mental diseases. They are used for the treatment of mental diseases. Yes. Okay. Then so option C is the correct option. Next, the structure given below is known as. The structure given below is known as. So given structure, if you will observe in the synopsis also, we have seen the structure. This is nothing but penicillin G. which is also called benzyl penicillin, which is also called benzyl penicillin. So correct option is, here there is a small mistake. The options are wrongly printed. Option A is penicillin F. Option B is penicillin G. Option C is penicillin K. And option D is ampicillin. So these are the options. And here, if you look at this structure, it is penicillin G. It is also called benzyl penicillin. Yes, also called benzyl penicillin. So option B is the correct option. An example for psychedelic agent. Psychedelic agent. So psychedelic agent is nothing but lysergic acid diethylamide, LSD. LSD stands for lysergic acid diethylamide, LSD. It stands for lysergic LSD, acid diethylamide. This is an example for psychedelic agent. It is an example for psychedelic agent. Yes. Next question. The correct structure of drug paracetamol is. What is the IUPAC name of paracetamol? It is N-acetyl para amino phenol. N-acetyl para amino phenol. So N-acetyl. Acetyl group is to the nitrogen atom. So N-acetyl, this is the correct option. Para amino phenol. Yes, so this is para. Phenol is OH group attached to benzene ring. At para position, there is amino group. It is N-acetyl para amino phenol. This is the correct structure for paracetamol, which is used as an antipyretic, also used as an analgesic. Match the list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below in the list. Okay, so they have given iodoform, methyl salicylate, diethyl ether, hexachlorocyclohexane. And here they have mentioned what are they: anti-anesthetics, antiseptics, insecticides, detergents, and pain balm. So iodoform, what is iodoform? Iodoform is an antiseptic. Iodoform is an antiseptic. So only when you apply any cream to the cuts or wounds, yellow color layer, you can see that yellow color layer is due to liberation of iodine gas. It is due to liberation of iodine gas. Methyl salicylate. Methyl salicylate, we have just now seen, it is used in iodix, right? It is used as a painkiller. So methyl salicylate is a pain balm. Yes. Okay. Diethyl ether. Diethyl ether is an anesthetic. It is used as an anesthetic agent. Hexachlorocyclohexane. Hexachlorocyclohexane is nothing but BHC, benzene hexachloride, or it is having another name, Gamexane, commercial name, Gamexane. It is an insecticide. So iodoform is what? It is B. 1B. Then second one is E. Third one is A. Yes, third one is A. Fourth one is C. So option C is the correct option. You can have a look there. Option C is the correct option. Yes. Next question. Which of the following, which is not true for a detergent molecule? Which is not true for a detergent molecule? It has a non-polar organic part and a polar group. Yes, it is having non-polar organic part, that is a carbon chain, and a polar group. It is not easily biodegraded. Yes, it is not easily biodegraded. That is the, what you say, disadvantage of detergents. Detergents are not easily biodegradable because they are made up of chemicals. It is a sodium salt of fatty acid. No, it is not a sodium salt of fatty acid. If you take a fatty acid, it is a natural one, oil or a fat of vegetable or animal, that becomes a soap. It is a surface active reagent. Yes, it is a surface active reagent. So which is the not correct option? It is not true about detergent is option C, because option C is a soap. Yes. Next question. Which of the following is not a surfactant? Which of the following is not a surfactant? Surfactant, if you observe, a surfactant has got both polar and non-polar groups. It has both polar and non-polar groups. So you observe where there are both polar and non-polar groups, that becomes the correct option. So polar and non-polar groups. So here it is not correct because it is having only polarity here. If you observe option B, NH2 is there, and here non-polar carbon chain is there. Yes. So option B is the correct. Okay. Which is not a surfactant. So here there are polar group and a non-polar group. Here NH2. NH2. I'm sorry. If you look here, this is polar part. This is polar part. This is non-polar part. So surfactant has both polar and non-polar part. Or you can say polar and non-polar group. So it is having polar and non-polar group. Here NH2 is having lone pair, it can donate its lone pair. So it is having a non-polar part, but it is not having a polar part. Yes, here there is a polar part and there is a non-polar part, polar and non-polar. So option B is the correct option. It is not a surfactant because it is not having both polar and non-polar parts. Next, the drug used as an antidepressant for fighting against depression. The drug used is tofranil. Option B is the correct option. This is the drug which is used as an antidepressant. Alum is used by dyers of cloth. Alum is nothing but alum is a mordant. It is what? It is a mordant because it contains metal ions. So it is used as a dryers of cloth. Yes, metal ions will absorb it. So option D is the correct option. So it is what? It is a mordant. Next question. Structurally biodegradable detergent should contain. If the detergent has to be biodegraded, decomposed, then what it should contain? It should contain those, there are some detergents which are biodegradable. The detergents which are biodegradable, they should have this, that is long alkyl sulfonate groups, or you can say linear alkyl sulfonate groups. Linear alkyl sulfonate groups. When they contain this linear alkyl sulfonate groups, then they become biodegradable. So which is the correct option? Normal alkyl chain, branched alkyl chain, phenyl side chain, cyclohexyl side chain. It is normal alkyl chain. Parathion. What is parathion? Parathion is an organic phosphorus compound which is used as an insecticide. So parathion, it is an organic phosphorus compound which is used as an insecticide. It is used as a insecticide. Parathion. Yes, it is used as insecticide. Substances which are used in bringing down the body temperature in high fever are called. What are those substances called? They are called antipyretics. Antipyretics are used to bring down the body temperature in high fever. Which of the following soap or detergent is least biodegradable? To check about the biodegradability, where there is more branching in the molecular structure, it leads to less biodegradability. So where there is more branching, there will be less biodegradability. So here C17, it is continuous. This is also continuous. Here this is continuous. Here there is only one branch. If you observe here there is a branch, here there is a branch, and this is also coming as a branch. So here there is more branching, therefore it will be less biodegradable. Next question. Which of the following are a non-hypnotic tranquilizer? Non-hypnotic, do not cause sleep. Yes, all the given, if you observe chlorodiazepoxide, mefrobamate, equanil, these all are non-hypnotic in nature. Barbiturates are hypnotic in nature. Yes, barbituric acid, that is hypnotic in nature. But these three tranquilizers, they are all non-hypnotic. Which of the following does not behave as a surfactant? Yes, soap, detergent, phospholipid, and triglycerides. Triglycerides, if you observe, they do not have polar and non-polar parts. These soaps, detergents, as well as the phospholipids, they have a polar and non-polar groups. But triglycerides do not have both polar and non-polar parts, and thus they do not behave as a surfactant. Next question. Which of the following is used as local anesthetic agent? Local anesthetic agent, option B is the correct option. Procaine is used as a local anesthetic agent. It is used as a local anesthetic agent. Next question. Which of the following is used as an antacid? Antacid. Yes. Which of the following is used as a antacid to reduce the acidity? Sodium carbonate is used as an antacid. Is it used as an antacid? It is not used as an antacid. The question is wrongly printed because magnesium hydroxide is also used as antacid. Sodium bicarbonate is also used as antacid. Aluminum phosphate is also used as antacid. The question had to be which of the following is not used as an antacid. Then the correct option is sodium carbonate, because what is sodium carbonate? Na2CO3 10H2O. This is nothing but washing soda. It is what? Washing soda. So this is not used as an antacid. Rest all of them, it might be magnesium hydroxide, it might be sodium bicarbonate or aluminum phosphate, all of them are used as an antacid. Allyl isocyanide has. Allyl isocyanide has. Here the question is being wrongly printed. Yes, it is not this question. I'm sorry for the mistake. The question is, which of the following is used as an antioxidant in food? Which of the following is used as an antioxidant in food? So food additives we have seen, antioxidants are those which will preserve the food from getting spoilage due to oxidation. So which is used as an antioxidant? It is BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene. It is used as an antioxidant. Next question, which of the following is not an artificial sweetener? Sucralose is an artificial sweetener. Aspartame is an artificial sweetener. Saccharin is an artificial sweetener, but sucrose is not an artificial sweetener. It is our natural sugar, right? So sucrose is what? It is a disaccharide. It is a disaccharide. So it is not an artificial sweetener. Next, medicine which is an antibiotic is. Yes, Campos, chloroquine, aspirin, these are all, this is a tranquilizer, these are antipyretics. Ampicillin is an antibiotic, which is a modification of penicillin. Yes, ampicillin, it is a modification of, you can say, it is a modification of which antibiotic? It is a modification of penicillin, and it is an antibiotic. Detergents which are prepared by the action of H2SO4 followed by neutralization by starting with. So which detergents are prepared by starting action of H2SO4 followed by neutralization by starting with? Yes, detergents are what? They are sulfonic salts of long chain hydrocarbons. So here, which is the long chain hydrocarbon? It is lauryl alcohol. Lauryl alcohol is a long chain hydrocarbon. So using this long chain hydrocarbon, the detergents are being prepared. And if you want the structure of lauryl alcohol, CH3, CH2 10 times, CH2OH, and it is treated with H2SO4. I can write H2SO4 like this, SO3H. So what happens? There occurs elimination of water. So what do I get? I get CH3, CH2 10 times, then CH2OSO3H. This is treated with followed by um, neutralization with NaOH. Neutralization with NaOH. What we get? CH3, CH2 10 times, then CH2O, SO3, H goes out and SO3 minus Na plus. So this is our detergent. What it is? Detergent, and it is called sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate. So it is a detergent. So these detergents are what? They are sulfonic salts. So what is the correct option? It is option B, lauryl alcohol. Next question. Aspirin. Aspirin is a or an? Is it an antibiotic, antipyretic, antiseptic? Aspirin acts as antipyretic as well as analgesic. It acts as antipyretic as well as analgesics. Yes, antipyretic as well as analgesic. Next question. Which of the following is not true? Some disinfectants can be used as antiseptics. Sulfadiazine is a synthetic antibacterial. Aspirin is analgesic as well as antipyretic. Polystyrene is used to make non-stick cookware. See, option A is correct, option B is correct, option C is correct. But polystyrene is used to make non-stick cookware. That is wrong, because here what we use, we have studied it in polymers, we use Teflon, that is polytetrafluoroethane. Yes, this is being used. Teflon is used to make non-stick cookware. So what is the correct not true option? It is option D, which is not true. Which is not true. Next question. Which of the following is anti-diabetic drug? Yes, we know it. Which is the correct option? Option A. Insulin is an anti-diabetic drug. Next, which of the following is used for inducing sleep? Inducing sleep. Barbiturates are being used. So barbituric acid derivatives are used as tranquilizers, hypnotics, and thus they induce the sleep. Next question. A drug that has antipyretic as well as analgesic. Which is that? It is para-acetaminophenol. That is nothing but para-acetaminophenol is phenacetin. So that is antipyretic as well as analgesic. Yes. Next, so option B is the correct option. An ester used as a medicine is. Which is the ester used as medicine? The ester used as medicine is methyl salicylate. The ester used as medicine is methyl salicylate. Next, 2-acetoxybenzoic acid is called 2-acetoxybenzoic acid. So this is the structure. So benzoic acid, they are saying COOH, 2 position, acetoxy group is there, OCOCH3. What is this called? This is nothing but aspirin. 2-acetoxybenzoic acid is called aspirin. Yes. Next, a broad spectrum antibiotic is chloramphenicol. It is a broad spectrum antibiotic. Yes, chloramphenicol. So it is a broad spectrum antibiotic. Next question. So here, if you see, so these questions, what we have discussed so far, those were regarding chemistry in everyday life. Yes. Next set of questions from 45 onwards, what we are going to discuss is, we are going to discuss questions on polymers. So moving to this question, which of the following is a polyamide? Yes, polyamides. Polyamides means they contain CONH group. Yes, CONH bond. Those compounds which contain CONH bond are called polyamides. And one such example is nylon. It might be nylon 6,6 or it might be nylon 6. They both contain it contain amide linkage. Therefore, they are called polyamides. We have even polyesters. Yes, terylene is an example for polyesters. Okay. Second question, an example for natural biopolymer. Teflon, nylon 6,6, rubber, DNA. Teflon, nylon 6,6 and rubber, all are synthetic ones. But DNA is this is natural. This is natural polymer, but it is not biopolymer. They have asked a natural biopolymer, and the correct option is option D. It is DNA. What is DNA? DNA is a nucleic acid. Which of the following is used to make a non-stick cookware? Used to make a non-stick cookware. Non-stick cookwares. So just now we have discussed in one of the questions. CF2 double bond CF2, when you subject it for polymerization in presence of organic peroxide or O2, you get CF, F bond continues, CF, F here, it goes on continuing. This is polytetrafluoroethane, yes, which is also called Teflon. So for your non-stick utensils, there is a Teflon coating, right? There is a Teflon coating. So what is the correct option? Polytetrafluoroethylene. Ethylene is the correct option. Ziegler-Natta catalyst is Ziegler-Natta catalyst is nothing but Al2C2H56 hexaethyl aluminium titanium tetrachloride. This is a Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So option C is the correct option. It is used during polymerization. Yes, used during polymerization. Soft drinks and baby feeding bottles are generally made up of. So soft drink bottles and baby feeding bottles are generally made up of what? They are generally made up of polystyrene. They are generally made up of polystyrene. You should be knowing the uses of all the what you say polymer compounds. Yes, if you want, I can tell you some of the very important ones. Yes, if you want, have a note on it. Addition polymers. Which are the examples for addition polymers? Yes, here. So you have addition polymers. Example, you can take polyolefins, we say all of them. Polyethylene, it might be low density or high density. Then polypropene, propene. Yes, then you have polystyrene, which is also called Orlon. Sorry, it is not called Orlon, it is called styron. Yes, so polystyrene. Then we have polydienes. Under polydienes, you have neoprene. You have Buna S, SBR, Buna S. You have Buna N. Yes, then you have natural rubber. Then you have Gutta Percha, natural rubber. Have Gutta Percha. Yes, so these are all addition polymers. Then condensation polymers are what? They are obtained by loss of small molecules, right? Even you have PANs here, polyacrylonitrile, PAN. Yes, then polyhalofins are there, polyesters. So here you have, I'm sorry. Polyesters, right? Under polyesters, you have terline, which is also called Dacron. You have glyptal. Yes. Then you have polyamides. Under polyamides, you have nylon 6,6. You have nylon 6. Yes. Then you have nylon 610 also, sebacic acid and hexamethylene diamine. Then we have biodegradable polymers. One is PHBV. Then you have nylon 2, nylon 6. Yes, so these are all examples of polymers, and we have many uses of it. Yes, you should be knowing the uses and different examples. All these what you are seeing, these are all examples of condensation polymers. They are all examples of condensation polymers. Yes. Okay. So soft drinks and baby feeding bottles. Soft drinks and baby feeding bottles. They are generally prepared of what? They are generally prepared of polystyrene. So option C is the correct option. Next question. Polyvinyl alcohol. Polyvinyl alcohol is can be prepared from. Polyvinyl alcohol can be prepared from. So it can be prepared from which of the following compounds? You can see here, I'll show the method of preparation. CH2CHOCOCH3. Yes, this N molecules will undergo hydrolysis, alkaline hydrolysis, and it will give, this is called polyvinyl acetate. Okay, so it will undergo alkaline hydrolysis to give CH2CHOH. So this is what polyvinyl alcohol. So it is prepared by how? Alkaline hydrolysis of polyvinyl acetate. So option B is the correct option. Okay. Next question. Monomer of CH3C, CH3, CH2 is. So this is a polymer N times. So I've said it is a polymer. So you want a monomer of it. That means here double bond has to be shifted here. So the monomer will be CH3C, CH3. Then here there will be a double bond and then CH2. So this will be a monomer. And the name of this monomer will be 2-methyl propene. So option A is the correct option. When you polymerize it, what will happen? Here the chain starts from this carbon, CH3 is attached. Here there is one more CH3, double bond becomes single bond, CH2, in continues still N molecules. So option A is the correct option. Next question. Cellulose acetate is what? It is a semi-synthetic polymer formed by acetylation of naturally occurring cellulose. So it is an example of semi-synthetic polymers. We have seen based upon the origin or based upon the source, we have three types: natural, synthetic, and semi-synthetic. Yes. Next question. Which of the following has ester linkage? That means they have asked you which is the ester, polyester. And we have seen nylon is what? It is a polyamide. Terylene is what? Techron. It is a polyester. PVC is addition polymer. Bakelite is example for condensation polymer. Next, which of the following is a biodegradable polymer? Natural polymers are biodegradable. Cellulose is a natural polymer. Yes, that is the correct option. Polythene, no, it is synthetic. Polyvinyl chloride, PVC is synthetic. Nylon 6 is also synthetic. So option A is the correct option. Next question. The substance used to harden the rubber for tire manufacture. Yes, which is the substance used? Wax 1,3-butadiene, calcium carbide, and carbon black. It is option D. Carbon black is used as a hardening additive to rubber for tire manufacturing. So option D is the correct option. So which is the correct option? Option D is the correct option. The number average molecular mass and mass average molecular mass. Number average molecular mass is written as MW. Mass average molecular mass is written as MN. Sorry, number average is written as MN and mass average is written as MW. So they have asked the polydispersity index. Polydispersity index. Polydispersity index is given by the mass average molecular mass divided by the number average molecular mass. So what is the mass average molecular mass? It is 40,000. Number average molecular mass is 30,000. So 40,000 divided by 30 is 4 by 3. 4 by 3 is 1.33. So what is the correct option? It is slightly more than 1. So option B is the correct option. You can note it down. So PDI stands for polydispersity index and the formula is mass average molecular mass upon number average molecular mass. Then PMMA is a polymer of PMMA. What does PMMA stands for? Polymethyl methacrylate. Yes, I'll show you how it is being prepared. Methyl methacrylate structure is CH2 double bond C, CH3. Then here we have COOCH3. Yes, when you take this molecule n times, this is methyl methacrylate. When you take it n times and polymerize it, what do you get? You get CH2C. Then here we have CH3. This continues COOCH3. It continues up to n times and we get this. So this is polymethyl methacrylate. So it is a polymer of methyl methacrylate, option A. The turbidity of a polymer solution measures. The turbidity of a polymer solution, it measures what? It measures the light scattered by the solution. Yes, this property of polymers is used to measure weight average molecular mass of the polymers. It is used to measure the weight average. So what it measures the light scattered by the solution. The raw material used to form nylon is, yes, the nylon is a polyamide. It is prepared by what? It is prepared from a dicarboxylic acid and a diamine. Dicarboxylic acid and diamine. The dicarboxylic acid used is adipic acid, and diamine used is hexamethane diamine. So what is it? It is adipic acid. The question had to be more this nylon 6,6. Yes. Next question. Which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Terylene, condensation polymer of terphthalic acid and ethylene glycol. Yes, it is also called Dacron. Teflon, thermally stable cross-linked polymer of phenol and formaldehyde. No, that is the wrong option. Teflon is it is a linear addition polymer. It is a linear addition polymer of tetrafluoroethane, tetrafluoroethylene or ethene. That is wrongly matched. Perspex, a homopolymer of methyl methacrylate. PMMA is also called Perspex. Synthetic rubber, a copolymer of butadiene and styrene. Yes, all the options are correct except the option B. So option B is the wrong option. Next question. Glaptal glaptal polymer is obtained from glycerol on reacting with. So glaptal, ethylene glycol is taken. How is glaptal prepared? I'll show you. So let me write it like this. CH2, CH2OH plus these N molecules are taken. N molecules of phthalic acid. This is phthalic acid. So this is ethylene glycol. This is phthalic acid. They are on subjected for polymerization. What we get is O, CH2, CH2, O. Then we have C double bond O. Here there is a benzene ring. Here again C ring is created here, C double bond O, and this continues up to N molecules. This is glaptal polymer. So it is obtained from glycerol on reacting with phthalic acid. Next question, copolymer is. Copolymer means what? It contains two different monomers. Nylon 6, the monomer is caprolactam. Nylon 6,6, it is dicarboxylic acid and diamine, that is adipic acid and hexamethane diamine used. PMMA, methyl methacrylate is used. Polyethylene, ethylene is used. So copolymer is option B. So these are few of the questions what we have discussed today. Next questions will be continuing in the next video. Yes, hope you have followed all the questions. Next questions I'll be continuing in the next video. Thank you.